Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Wendy here from Little Nest Crafts. Thank you for joining me today. And it's another day in the exciting 100 Days of Junk Journaling Ideas collaboration that's hosted by RachandBellaCrafts. And would you believe it, when this video goes out next week, we are in week 6. So time is really flying by, and hasn't it been absolutely fantastic? There's been some great projects, and I hope that you've all been inspired if you've lost your mojo, and even if you haven't lost your mojo, you know, I hope that you've found the creativity that's been shown in this collaboration, you know, has been fantastic. So I'd like to thank Rachel and Bella for inviting me again, and I've really enjoyed taking part. So because we're in week 6, I'm not going to go through all the papers, etc., and all the housekeeping bits and bobs. For anybody that's new, if you follow the links in the below this video in the information box, I'll post all of the links, you know, that will take you to the necessary pages so that you can catch up. And also, if you go over to Rachel and Bella's website, all the information and everything that you need to, you know, catch up on the collaboration will be there for you, and it's really straightforward. Basically, you just follow the hashtag, which is hashtag 100 days JJI. So it's hashtag 100 days JJI, and that will take you to where everybody's videos are being posted. Now you have to excuse me, I've got I've got a croaky throat again, and I think it's hay fever I've got, because my eyes are itching and I've been sneezing all day, and yeah, it's affected my throat. So I do apologise for that before we start, and we're just going to jump straight into it today. Now I've been following what everybody's been doing in the collaboration, and I've made this little, I'll just move that out of the way. I've made this little flip-flop journal, and I've been putting in some of the projects that have inspired me along the way, and as you can see, it's a bumper kit because there's loads of lovely projects you know, that's been throughout the collaboration. So I'm not going to show you all this now, but I'll do a flip through at the end before it goes in my Kofi shop. And this is the latest little edition, and it was from Bella of Rachel and Bella Crafts. Rachel did a freebie to make these lovely little envelopes with the letters, so you not only get the little envelope templates, but you also get the little letters that go inside. I won't pull it out because it'll actually be pierced with my bulb clip to stop it from coming out, but that was adorable and I thought it was fantastic. So that's taken pride of place on my front cover, and I'm just going to put a little bit of lace behind it as well. But I just wanted to show you that's one of the freebies, and it's one of the projects that were in the collaboration, and the freebies are available from Rachel and Bella's Kofi shop. So pop along there and help yourself, because there's lots of freebies to be had and they're great. So I'll just put that to one side. Now my project this week, for those of you who don't know, we all had topics to do, and so at the beginning on a Saturday, the topic changes, and you know, a new heading, if you like, what we're all working towards, starts the week on a Saturday. So last week we had quirky and unusual journaling styles, And this week, week 6, when this video is going out, we're still in week 5 where I'm filming, so it does get a bit confusing. But week 6, when this is posted on Tuesday, here I am, Little Nest Crafts. The heading is mini notebooks and inserts for your journals. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. But I would appreciate as well if you would share the love and go and have a look at everybody's videos, because everybody's taken you know, such care and attention to detail, and have given up their crafting time to do projects for this collaboration. So share the love by giving them a like and leaving them a comment. And if you like what you see and you want to see more, then do please subscribe. It's free. So, and that goes for me too. I hope that you will like and subscribe and enjoy what I'm going to be doing for you today. Now, the papers and everything that come along with this kit are absolutely fantastic. For those of you who don't know, it is a French themed kit. And so what I've done, I've tried to think of something that's maybe a little bit different. And I did get some inspiration from watching a video, and for the life of me I can't remember, but I will, you know, go back in my video watch list, find out the person that I watched, and but it was because of what she showed that I've made this little kit today. So basically she had a French dresser and hers was a royal blue one, and it was a bit more ornate than this one. So I've tried to keep things fairly simple, and I've made this dresser, and I've given different drawer fronts from different designs of paper in my stash. Some of it is florals, some of it is collaged, some of it is documents from my kits, and I've also given you a plain one. So basically all you need to do is sit down with a pair of scissors, or if you're fortunate enough to have the Brother Scan and Cut. I sold mine recently, but I don't mind fussy cutting. I find it quite relaxing. So just cut it out with the scissors and cut round the drawers as well, round the drawer templates. This is a little bit of bling to go on. You've got little candlestick candelabra there, and some flowers that I thought would look nice on the top of the dresser there. And you've also got little knobs for the front of your drawers, unless you want to put your own. What I did think was you could use little fancy brads on the drawer fronts, but for those of you who haven't, if you want to cut out those circles, and what I've done here is I've cut out the whole of the row. I've given you some extras, and all I've done is I've put a blob of glossy accents on the top, and I've left them to going to leave them overnight to dry, and then I'll fussy cut round them tomorrow, and I will stick them on the front of the drawers like so. So that's all I've done with those, and I'm going to put them out the way, because last time I had glossy accents I ended up in a mess. Everything kept blowing, and if you go through my videos you'll see which one I mean. But everything, I moved things and wafted things, and everything blew into the glossy accents, and I had to redo some of them. So all I've done is I've cut out the candelabra, as you can see, and I've fussy cut the roses, and I've even fussy cut round one of the little knobs there. So I'm just going to put those to one side. Now then, this is the kit that I've done for myself. What I've done to demonstrate is I've used some of the papers out of Rachel's kit on the front of the drawers, which is why you've got a template there. You can, choose. There's umpteen beautiful papers in Rachel's kit, and if you just draw, fold the flaps behind the drawers and cut out, follow it and cut out, with your papers, it's an ideal way of using your scraps to use Rachel's kit, and you'll get a different look. So I'll put that to one side. Now then, to do this project, you will actually need to print out the sideboard twice, and you'll see what I mean in a moment. So that is one of the ones that I've cut out. And then I've gone through my papers, and I've got some scraps here of tea dyed and coffee dyed and some pink papers there. And there's about 8 little pages there. And all I've done is I've cut them to size on this dresser, going from the top of the dresser, not the underneath here where there's this ledge. So I'll put those to one side a moment, and then I will pop those there, and I'm going to cut out another of the dressers. So let me just get my scissors and my copy. Now this one is the size, and it fits in a half an A4 size journal, so which I'll show you in a moment. If I've got, like there, look, there's an A4 sheet, and if it was folded over like so, this is going to fit on your page like that. And you can glue it totally down if you want, or you can, if you've got it on this side, you can leave this side open and just glue along the bottom, along there and along the top, and you've got a tuck spot there, and it makes a great pocket, side pocket. So all I'm going to do now is quickly cut round here. And I hope that you're all well, and I hope that you're all safe, and that you're enjoying the weather by you. It's been beautiful here today. We're having a spell of warmer weather, although it was slightly windier today. And we put Toto outside, which is our African grey parrot, and she loves the sunshine, and she mimics some of the birds. We get some what they called, magpies, and they come and sit on the fence because she mimics them and chats to them. So she's enjoyed a spell of sunshine. And I went and checked my bees the other day. I've got 6 hives and a nucleus hive on the go. So I'm going to be doing a thorough check tomorrow. The temperatures are warming up now, so I don't mind opening them up and having a look inside. I did lose a couple over winter. Some of the ones weren't very strong, but yeah, hopefully they'll The ones that are surviving will do well now the warmer weather's on the way. So there we go. Right, so now we've got 2 copies. And this can also be a freestanding project as well, and you'll see why in a moment. So all I'm going to do is just ink around the edges a little bit, just to take the whiteness off. I should have got my grey out really, but never mind. There we are. Okay, now then what I've done is with my ruler I have scored along this bottom line where the top is separated from the base of the cupboard, and all I've done is that, basically run my finger along the back. And I'm going to do the same with this one. Oh no, I'm going to leave that one, sorry, I'm going to leave that one flat because that's going to be the one that we glue down to the page in your journal. That's if you want it glued. You can have it as a freestanding project where you can make this as is and then slip it on the side of your page. Say this was the side of your journal page, and just use a paper clip and attach it to the side, and it can be a freestanding little notebook there. So all I'm going to do now is get my papers, decide which way around I'm going to have them, that's it, and then all I'm going to do is pop that up there and take them almost to the top, and all I'm going to do is staple. I mean, you can sew them in if you wish, and I'm making sure that the staples are a little bit higher than the than this line here, because if you want to fold that, you don't want the staples being in the way. So we'll, oops, there we go. So that's that. So there you've got the little pages of your notebook there to give you lots more writing space. And all I've done is I've rounded the corners, and I'm just going to, with my dauber, I'm just going to just go over the edges. There we go. And then with our glue, so I've got some 3-in-1 glue here, I'm going to pop that on the top like so. But before I'm going to do that, tell a lie, I'm going to put the drawers on. So what I've got here is I've got the drawers that I did with Rachel's papers, and I've cut them out like so, and let me see which way I wanted them to go. Yep. So all we're going to do here is glue them onto the front of our chest of drawers. And I'm using 3-in-1 here just for quickness. you can just use what glue you like. Now then, as you'll notice on the drawers, one side hasn't got the little flap, and you'll see why in a moment. So I'm just trying to put them down equally on the page. Slide it down a fraction. That's it. And then oh, this glue's going gloopy. There we are. There we go. And then we've got a pink one somewhere. So daisy. Yeah, it's been wonderful, the projects that we've seen, and such a variety as well. When you think that we're all working to the same theme each week, just how wonderful array of projects that you can get and ideas. There we go. I will rub the excess glue off after. That's what I like about 3-in-1. If you do get a little bit that seeps out, you can rub it away. There we go. Now then, what I'm just going to make sure is that these sides stay open here. Asking for trouble doing it with my scissors, but my bone folder won't go in there. So just make sure. Where's my tweezers? Oh, I'll tell you what, I've got my letter opener here. Oh, that's a good job I checked that one, see? Because it has oozed. There we go. So just make sure that your pockets are free. And that one had stuck a little bit. I'm not going to press too hard with this because it will slice the pockets open. So that's that. And then we've got another 2. So I've got one here. And try and get them evenly spaced if you can. I didn't want to put any lines across because sometimes if things are a bit awry, it makes them more noticeable than if there wasn't any lines. There we go. So that's that one. I'll just get my, there we are. And then last one on the bottom here. There we go. So I do hope you like this project. And what I've done is I've made it into a kit. And it'll be available in my Kofi shop. If you want to make one of these for your own journal. And obviously if you want the same papers as is in Rachel's kit, pop along to her shop and on her website, and you'll be able to get the papers for yourself. Oops, a daisy. We've got a load of gloop coming out there. So now then, so that's that. And I'm just going to check that final pocket there. Make sure that it's free. Double check them. Yeah. You can make little divots in these if you want. If you've got a little hole punch. I did think about doing that, but I quite like the fact that the pockets are square, so I've left them as is. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to wipe that glue up off my desk there, and waste not, want not. I'll pop it on the top of here. So all I'm going to do now is glue along the top here. I'm going to put the top back on my glue. Look at it, it's all puddling out the lid where I've kept the lid up. I've been keeping it upside down, but there must have been a bit of airspace. So now then, what we're going to do then is pop this onto the top. There we go. I'll squish it down. Now then, if you wanted to have it as a freestanding project, I'm almost sure that if you turn it round, you know, it's the same shape. So I think you'll be able to flip it over so that you haven't got that on the back. I've left that because obviously I'm going to stick it down to a page, so it doesn't matter. You know, I wanted to have the nice finish on the inside, or you could print out a third one and stick another one on the back, and that would give it a bit more substance as well. Now then, these won't be dry till tomorrow, so I'm not going to cut them out now because it'll spoil them, because I know for a fact that I'll just get it everywhere. So they won't be put on till tomorrow. Now if you wanted to use brads, before you glue the pages down, put a brad through the drawer in the middle, and then put some masking tape on the back side so that when you're sliding the next part in, it won't catch on the brad that you're going to be putting in there. And you can get some lovely little brads, and if you just hang fire, I'll show you what I mean. And I wished I'd have thought of these before I put the drawers on, because these are lovely and they're just the right size as well. If I can open them. Let me just have a look, see what we've got. There's a pink one there. Now we call these brads or split pins. So let's have a look, see if I've cut out one of these drawers and we'll have a look. There we go. So there we go. And then with your ruler, measure halfway. Let's have a look. Let's find the middle. Oh, there we go. We're almost there. So it's along that line. Let's get a pencil. Along that line there. There we go. And I've filled those back. There we go. And then with your pokey tool, but I'm just going to use that. Pop your brad through. There we go. And then what you do then is either use some masking tape, or sometimes what I do is I get let's have a look what we've got in here. I keep some little circles, you know, out of my scraps, and pop a little circle over it, like so. Let's get my glue. There we go. And then we'll just re-score the sides. And that way, when your pocket's glued down, and you're sliding in your words that, or you know, if you've got little very slim tags you could use in there as well. And then finally with the kit, so with the kit what you get is you get the sideboard and the drawers, the candelabra, the flowers, the buttons, and you get a set of words. And what I've done is so there we go, let me just clear my desk. So you get the kit there, it's an A4 size kit, and you get the sideboard, or sort of the chest of drawers, you get the flower, you get your candelabra, so that when it's on your page, you don't stick this to the top, because what will happen is when you're bending this up, it'll get interfered with a little bit if you unless you put it halfway, because obviously you want it fairly close, otherwise it'll be floating in the air on your page. So say this is your page, you know, have it sort of halfway like that. And then what I've done is I've done you a spray of flowers that you can stick on there, or you can have them coming over the edge like so. I can't put this one in my journal because it's too big, as you can see there, my little flip-flop journal. This is for the A5 C5 size journal. And then what I've done is I've produced some words. So if I take that from underneath there, get that out the way, I'll pop that down there like that, and that on there like that. These are the papers that you get with the kit, but as I say, you can use your own. And then what I've done is I've done a series of words, and I've done the French and English translations. So, and I've highlighted them so that they're you know, the right size for your excuse me, for your pockets. So what we're going to do is just cut round this one, and hopefully it'll work out. Let's have a look. I've got a funny feeling this one's going to be a bit short, but not to worry. And then you fold them back on themselves and glue them down. Oh no, we're okay. And then you can put a little tab in there. So, you know, it's up to you. Before you glue it, and then that slots in there like that. So I'm just trying to think what we could use on the end, but before we do anything, I'll just ink around the edges. You could use a bit of lace or a bit of what we got. got some lace here. Maybe just let's have a look. All I've got is a bit of organza lace. Because I don't want it to be too conspicuous. Let's have a look. Oops. And then there we are. There's one. And it should fit the drawers because I did measure them. So it's probably just from, yeah, there we go. Just making sure they're free at the bottom. There we go. So using organza, you can see there it just sits quite nicely. And if I inked that bit on, I'm going to end up pulling it out now. Where's my tweezers? I don't want to pull on the ribbon too much because it will pull it out because it's still wet. So, oops. There we go. Ink front and back. There we are. There we are. Let's cut out another one now and get rid of that. So, next one. There we are. And then we'll glue, should I say. My mind plays tricks on me when I've got glue in my hands. I always say I'm going to ink. a daisy, and I need to take a little bit of ribbon as well. Got to measure these so that they're all roughly the same size. Oops. There we are. Just need to drop more glue in there, I think. Try to separate the ribbon a little bit. Sorry about that, my husband's just come in from church, so I just put it on pause for a minute. So what I've done, when I've done these, let's do the next one. As I say, I've done the French and English, and when you fold them in half, depending on which side you do your openings on your pockets, because if you want to do the openings on this side, all you've got to do is cut off, the openings on this side, all you've got to do is cut off the little tabs off the end of your pockets, you know, cut this little bit off and then glue along the bottom there, and it'll secure your pocket just the same. So and then when you put in your words, do them in the opposite direction. Oops. I think I should have used hot glue really for this, but not to worry. Here we go. So because I've got the opening on this side and I'm putting the ribbons on the end here, you've got the French uppermost, which is okay for the French journal, isn't it? And then if you come in the other side, you'll get the English side first. So this one says, Tu es ma joie de vivre, which means you're the joy of my life. But excuse my French pronunciation. I never did languages in school. I started Welsh when I was about 15, so I didn't absorb much of it, I'm afraid. Languages weren't my forte. But I always used to tell my dad off because he was a Welsh speaker, born up in the Snowdonia region of Wales, and all his family, that was their first language, but he never taught me, sadly. And I'm too old now to to learn. Oops, we've got some stickage going on here. So let's have a look. Where are we? There you go. There we are. And if you want them to be a bit more robust, use a bit thicker card. There we go. It's just sticking out a tad, isn't it? Let me just... There we go. You can snip a little bit off the end if you're finding that they aren't going in very well. It'll be better once the glue's dry as well. There we go. So I'm just going to put it on pause while I do the rest of the words. Right, everybody, that's the drawers completed, apart from putting the buttons on the front. So all I'm going to do now is just pop this on the front, just to finish it off a little bit and pretty it up a little bit. Just make sure it doesn't interfere with the opening at the front. And then I'm going to do the same with that. Now, I've only printed this out onto 180 GSM cardstock. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it on top of here and I'm going to cut it out again. So I'll be right back. There we go, everybody. That's the candelabra fussy cut. It's just to give it a bit of that extra added strength. And I'm going to just pop it on there. I probably glued further than I should. There we go. Clean the back of that off. Get it everywhere than where it should go. There we are. Okay. So this is the finished product, apart from having buttons on the front, and that's what it would look like if they would have all been done. These come in a range of different colours, so it would have looked rather lovely actually. Let me just open that one out and see. Just so that you've got some idea of what they would look like. And I think when I make it again, I'll definitely use these because they're lovely. And they look lovely all in different colours. Look, so a blue one. got deep blue. Oh, there's a baby blue somewhere. I can pinch these back together, so there's a light blue. I mean, what I could do is cut the backs off these and just put them on, but I think they are better once they're actually, you know, pushed through the cardstock. So everybody, that's the end of my project and the end of this video, and I hope that you've enjoyed what I've done. If you want to see what it'd look like on a let's have a look. If I use this, so that's on a bright page, and what have we got here? Let's have a look. Oh no, that looks lovely, doesn't it? There we go. Just get them a little bit straight, a bit more pleasing to the eye. And there we go. So you've either got a freestanding project, and then what you can do, if you glue along there, down there, along the bottom, you can actually put in a card in there as well, and have a hidden tuck spot. So everybody, that's as I say, that's the end of this video. Please like and subscribe if you like what you see, and I'd be extremely grateful. And hope if you hit the notification bell at the top, it will notify you of when my next video is posted, because I've got another project to do for a couple of weeks' time. So I hope that you'll enjoy that one as well. So I'll say bye for now, and stay safe, and enjoy everybody's videos, and as I said before, share the love. Thank you. Bye.